having fun today
Yeah.
because we have the #1 real estate agent, professional, I should say, not just a real estate. She's a professional above all, the best of the best in all of L.A. County. Today with us, we have Joyce Essex of the Essex Harvey team out of Beverly Hills, Coldwell Banker. And the numbers, her accolades, what she does for her customers, and how cool she is above all. And we're just stoked and proud to have you on the show today. Thanks for being here, Joyce.
Thank you so much for inviting me.
Very cool. And wait till you hear some of the stories that she has shared with us. It's going to be fun stuff. But before we get to the stories, we want to talk about, bottom line, I mean, #1 is a huge accomplishment. We're talking in all of L.A. County, which is one of the largest markets in the nation. And in
Probably
the nation,
one of the largest markets in the world.
That's true. And one of the largest in the world. And I know your team is also #7 out of the entire nation, which is another, tremendous accomplishment and just amazing. So we want to touch base on why you are #1 and why your clients are so thankful to be working with you and come back to you. Because I think that's really where your success reigns, is how well you take care of your clients and how much you care about them. Am I right?
That's about it. It's just, I think a lot of it's just clients trusting you and building up relationships with clients over years. It isn't something that comes overnight. You work on it.
Yeah, it's something you mentioned when we were having lunch was that, over all the years you've maintained contact with everyone for every kind of market.
And no one hardly does
sellers,
that.
buyers, corporate accounts. You just stay in contact with everyone, and as long as you stay in contact with everyone, and you said you build trust and relationships, I think that's the key.
Well, the market changes, as you guys know, and the whole thing.
No, we haven't seen any changes,
Never.
Joyce, at all.
Especially in the last 25 years. And the whole key is to stay in contact during the whole time when the market was retail, and that's where, we were making, our transactions happen. We kept in contact with all our banking clients, corporate clients, that type of thing, and all the time while we were selling REOs and working on foreclosures, we kept in contact with our farm area and our retail people. So when the market shifted both ways, we were very blessed, and we were able to have incredible business both times, no matter what was happening with the market.
Well, and I've had the personal experience of working with your team, and I think that has a lot to do with it as well. They really are a great reflection of of your goals and your mission statement, and they're just a pleasure to work with.
I have to tell you, I have one of the best teams. I really do, and most of them have been there for 3-4 years already working with me.
Yeah, something that was kind of unique is you said you've got somewhere in the realms of 10 to 12 different languages on your team.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's kind of fun.
Yeah, it's amazing.
And that's impressive that you make sure you can communicate with all ranges, from whoever you need to help, you can help, and which is really cool on both sides of the transaction. Meaning, it's just as important to find the people to buy these homes, and that's why you're so successful, because everybody thinks it's just putting a sign out in the front yard. Is that how it works?
We all wish. I'm telling you.
And if you just tuned in, we're having the pleasure of having Joyce Essex, the #1 real estate professional in all of L.A. County, on our show today, sharing her experience. And we love the fact that you have 25 years experience. So you've kind of seen some ups and downs over the last few years, haven't you?
Absolutely.
Is it not your first rodeo?
No, and it's been a wild ride, I got to tell you. But between the different clients and the different agents and the whole thing with me, I think the key to success is looking out for the other person, your client. That's our goal, and treating other agents with respect and building relationships both with the agents and the clients.
Wait, repeat that. You heard Joyce Essex just talking about how she really cares about all sides of the transaction, not just her clients, but she's actually got great relationships with all the other professionals in the industry, which you don't realize how much that helps you to sell your home or find the right home, because it helps others accept your offers, and it helps them show your home that much easier, because one, they like Joyce and they know she's absolutely the most professional. Her team's going to get the job done, and they want to work with someone like Joyce versus maybe someone that's not as experienced or professional.
Yeah, but not only that, I'm kind of letting this float around in my head a little bit, and I'm thinking she just gave you the key to being #1 in all of Los Angeles County, and listen to what that was. Respect, stay in communication, trust people,
Care about your clients.
care about your client. Pretty simple there. It's not rocket science. It's just being a good person.
Yeah, that's true. That's why we're.
Thank you.
Yeah, you like it?
You guys are pretty good.
Well, we're paying attention because we always want to pay attention to number one.
Yeah, there's always something to be learned, and you know, it's not just number one. I mean, that if you it's not just number one in the real estate field. It's number one in any field. Most of the time, when you talk to really, really successful people, there's a common denominator, and they have good interests at heart. They have their clients' interests at heart. In fact, you could bring up Steve Jobs. His idea was to change humanity through the products he made, and he did.
Absolutely.
I mean, so that's just that motivation and that kind of thing. It really just do the right thing.
Right. I mean, I know, Joyce, also you're involved with involved in your community a ton. I mean, the amount of charities that you're involved with, we don't have a long enough show. Bottom line is. And that's something to be it's amazing because I know I'm involved and Gino's involved in a lot of different charities, and it's amazing how few we see in the real estate profession involved in charities because they're kind of too busy making money from the community but not giving back to the community. It's surprising sometimes.
You know, if you don't give back to the community, which is what we're all about, I mean, really, that's what it's all about.
It is.
And I am part of a lot of national charities, but one that's really dear to my heart. I'm on the board of a group called Operation Children, and basically they try to find homes for children that are unadoptable or put in that category with the LA County. Most of these kids are going from foster home to foster home, and we're trying to find them permanent homes. A lot of them are older kids. So it's more difficult, and we've been very successful. We hold festivals and stuff. It's been quite
And what's cool is
rewarding.
you can't see because you're listening to the radio.
Unless you're watching us live
Right.
on Ustream.tv. Type Don and Gino in the search engine.
That's right. I can see how proud you are about that and how it means a lot to you and how much you care about your career, your industry, other people. And like I said earlier, you're just a cool person, which is nice. You want to work. A lot of people think number one's going to be on this pedestal and they're going to treat me differently or I got to be different. Whereas I think you're so successful is because you're real. You're absolutely real and you're fun and you care and you love your job. I mean, you put together an incredible team. Your team rocks.
Thank you so much.
So you've done an incredible job, and we're so stoked to have you here. And again, if you're just tuning in, you're listening to the Don and Gino Real Estate and Finance Hour with Joyce Essex, with Coldwell Banker, the Essex Harvey team out of Beverly Hills, the #1 Coldwell Banker office in all of the nation.
And I believe it's the
the
number one in the world, isn't it,
Yes,
Joyce?
it is.
Ooh, I love saying that. #1 in the world.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Hey, I also wanted to give you an opportunity to give us a call at 855-DG-RADIO or our new technology, which reaches Don and I at the same time, 661-347-2633. And we're pretty excited about that. And do not call that number at 3 o'clock. I will answer.
Okay, so we're having a lot of fun, and we're already just getting going with Joyce Essex from the Essex Harvey team with Coldwell Banker. And the #1 real estate agent has some incredible stories for you to hear. I mean, I was dying laughing at some of these stories. And what's cool is her stories involve people that you see